Hey guys, welcome to the No Swear Gamer. Today we're going to take a look at Tiger's head-to-head talking baseball game. This game has a copyright year of 1988, and this was a donation to the show from our good friend Willie over at ArcadeUSA right here on YouTube. So be sure to check him out after this episode. So this is a bigger size unit made for 2 players, but 1 player can play. You can see that it takes 4 AA batteries. This one's missing the battery cover. And let's look at the buttons. So we have our off and on buttons on either side, sound to turn the sound on and off, and a start button. You have to hit the start button to start your game, and in between each inning. I guess if you're playing 2 players, that would give the players time to get to the other side or turn the unit around and then start the next inning without accidentally hitting buttons. When you bat, you have a bunt. Basically, it's a swing, but I'm pretty sure all it does is make sure that it goes on the ground, and your swing. You can also move the player forward or backward. So if you hit the ball, you could do this to go to extra bases, or if you think you're going to be thrown out, you can actually go backwards. If, by the way, you hit the ball and it is caught, the game just freezes, so you can't try and steal a base or try and advance the runners on a fly ball. When you're pitching, you can do a slow pitch or fast pitch by pushing either button, and you use this little pad right here to decide whether you want the pitches to curve or not. And when you catch the ball, you use this to decide where you're going to throw it. So if you need to throw it to home, you push down, which is kind of odd because the diamond's backwards, so the home's up. So I instinctively want to push up to throw to home, but actually you have to push down. So you have to know where these go. And the fly ball button, I believe, is used if the ball is hit in the air to try and catch it for a fly out, but I never was able to pull one of those off. This is a fairly easy game. It allows you to do 1 or 2 players, and you could pick a level using the run buttons. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and get to level. Some of these buttons aren't as responsive. Oh, I just did a 2-player game wrong way. So I'm going to do a level 3 game, and I'm just going to play an inning to give you an idea what's going on. So I believe player 1 is called the Jammers, and player 2 is the Titans. They actually do they actually give them fictional names, which I think is a nice touch. Let's go ahead and zoom into the screen so you can see the action. Let's play an inning on each side. So hit the start button.
Good afternoon. Beautiful day for a ball game between the Titans and the Jammers. The Jammers team leads off.
So some nice play-by-play. And I'm just going to hold up at first there.
Single to left.
Okay, let's do...
The hit. Single to left. The hit. Single to right.
Setting up for the grand slam. Let's see if I can do it.
0-1.
On the harder levels, he will throw curveballs, which are unhittable, and it's hard sometimes to tell right away if a curve is coming because it breaks late. And there, I just struck out. When I was playing on the first level, I actually got over 10 runs in a single inning. Let's see.
Back, it's gone. Home run.
All right, I got a grand slam. It doesn't say anything special about the grand slam, but there you go. And it automatically takes over, and the guys run around the bases.
Home run.
So even on the hardest difficulty, I'm pretty used to this. I had the original baseball Tiger handheld game that came out a few years earlier as a kid, and so I'm kind of used to this style. It's not exactly the same.
Strike 2. 0-2. Ball 1. 1-2.
Nope, and I missed.
3, you're out.
So now I got to switch sides, so I hit the start button to say I'm ready.
Bottom of the first inning. Jammers team winning 4-0. The Titans team leads off.
I actually think the
Strike 1.
commentary is pretty good for a LCD game. Reminds me of the Sega Genesis Sports Talk Baseball.
Ground out.
Okay, I'm ready. Next batter.
1 out. Strike 1. 0-1. Ground out.
And you can just see the perspective that you'd have if you were pitching the ball. You're kind of looking at it backwards.
The hit. Single to left. Strike one. 0-1.
And I tried to throw it to second, but the buttons aren't as responsive. This is an older unit, so I think some of the buttons got somewhere.
Safe at first. Ground out.
And I escaped the enemy or the inning, not the enemy. Well, the enemy, he is the enemy, unharmed. And there you can see the score. So there you go. It is Talking Head-to-Head Baseball. It's fun. There was only one sold on eBay recently for $18. Most of them have not sold. There was someone who was selling new versions of this and the Talking Football for under $40 for both of them. And I enjoy it. It could take a while to play a game to do all 9 innings. But yeah, definitely something that's interesting. It's something where if you saw it at a garage sale or something, I'd recommend picking it up and trying it out. It's a pretty fun game if you enjoy LCD baseball games. So there you go. Thank you again to Willie from ArcadeUSA for donating this show. I'd appreciate it if you checked him out. I'd also appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe buttons. And I will see you next time on the next episode of the Notes for Gamer. Take care, everybody.